From Niantic to Google, from Microsoft to Oculus, the tech sector has been digging for gold in a virtual world.
Very soon there is going to be a simple spectacle that you wear. All the electronics are within, and suddenly you're augmenting 3D holograms into real space. I mean, I can't think of a single industry where this cannot be applied.
Imagine walking into an apartment you want to buy and being able to see exactly how the interiors will be, how the furniture will look.
So this is the SmartViz office in Noida. That's where we are, and I'm going to put on this virtual reality headset and pick up my controller right there. And suddenly, as you can see on the screen, I'm somewhere completely different.
You can go from the reception to the boardroom to the workspace with just a click of your controller. Worried about legroom? You can bend down and find out for yourself.
Wow.
And it's not just the workspace, even the washrooms are mapped out. Happy with the inside of the office? Why stop there? You could even take a look at the view from outside the office building. With virtual reality simulations like these, you're not just looking into the future, you're experiencing it firsthand. SmartVizX designs virtual reality environments for clients, offering more detail and options than any brochure possibly could.
Merging game-based technology and architectural visualization, because if you played games, you would know that when you play a game, you are in it. You are talking to the environment that you're a part of, you are changing things on the fly, and that is exactly what we wanted to do.
I can actually be underwater in front of a great whale. I can put a model of a giant dinosaur, a T-Rex or something, okay, and I can actually see how big a dinosaur actually was, even though they're extinct right now. With a bit of effort, you can actually get almost real-life output from it. And you put it with VR and you can be present in something which doesn't even exist right now.
Mumbai-based Transhuman Digital Arts has moved a step beyond virtual reality. They offer augmented reality, which brings the virtual world into your physical surroundings.
One of the very important projects we did was for the government of India on the Make in India launch in Germany. So there we created a lion which walked among the audience, including the Prime Minister of India and Angela Merkel. Everybody was present. So this lion walks in between the audience and roars and then jumps off the stage. And the whole reality of them sitting in an auditorium changes. So there could be UFOs landing and aliens coming out of the UFOs and interacting with the audience. So the possibilities. So as in film there are a lot of possibilities. In augmented reality also there are a lot of possibilities.
You can have restaurants with menus that are interactive like this. You can also connect this to the internet and use it for ordering or use it for other educational purposes. We can basically bring to life static movie posters or brand mascots and stuff like that, right?
Technology is changing not just what you see, but also how you can be seen.
We traveled to Mysore and we told this climb against sexual abuse, which was a story about sexual abuse survivors climbing a mountain as a metaphor to overcome their sexual abuses. And we used Snapchat to hide their identities. Augmented reality, putting a mask on their faces, and they had total control over the mask that they would use. That gives them a sense of feeling empowered. They're part of the storytelling process. In the future, I don't think journalists should ever have to blur out people's faces or silhouette them. They should be able to use augmented reality to choose how they want to represent themselves. Like this, being able to cover this woman's face but still maintain her eyes. Because of course the eyes are the windows to the soul. That's what gives us details. That's what gives the story authenticity.
Yes, no ship.
Even your movie watching experience is taking a quantum leap with the advent of 4DX.
It's movie watching like you've never experienced before. With every shake of the seat, you're thrust right into the middle of the action. Is 4DX just one step closer to making you feel a part of the movie instead of watching it?
At least I won't die alone.
possibilities of what we can achieve with augmented and virtual reality seem limitless.
IKEA did something amazing. The Swedish IKEA brand have used augmented reality to see what it looks like to have furniture in your house before you actually buy it. In terms of healthcare, we could see doctors essentially being able to hold out their camera phone and to look at a person for educational purposes, to assess which parts of the body represent what, or even to look within their body and say, this is what the inside of the heart might look like, this is what the inside of the chest may look like. To go beyond just using our imaginations to actually visualize things on a real space.
You could be stuck right in the middle of an office environment and then put this on. And suddenly, you're transported somewhere completely different. Say, for example, to a Manchester United match at Old Trafford. And you could be reliving that experience as if you were right in the stadium yourself. That is the power of technology today.
If your Manchester Uniteds of the world could create a virtual reality experience when you are sitting in a stadium watching a game at Old Trafford, they could start to sell that as a ticket in the same way they sell £200 tickets at the stadium. Because you can only fit 100,000 people into a stadium, but you can fit millions of people into that stadium using augmented or virtual reality.
5 years from now, Pokemon Go may seem commonplace and not a remarkable technology. But today, it is a window that opens us to the possibilities beyond the reality we reside in.
Augmented reality is now possible as long as you have a smartphone, and the vast majority of people are rapidly acquiring smartphones. So I think the tech's there, the apps are not there. But we're going to see some really interesting space, and Pokemon Go is a catalyst for that.
We have to sort of connect the dots from everything that's going around. So take nanotechnology, take the advancement of internet, take the advancement of interface technologies, take the advancement in camera and battery technology. And when you stitch all that together, I think 5 years down the line, it's going to be a different world.
It's going to be of immense use. You know, imagine walking up to a railway station, holding up your phone, and your phone is going to tell you what timing your train is going to arrive on, or something like that. All you need to know is what you're looking at, what you're thinking for, and it'll give you the relevant information. That is definitely the next wave.
I see it being applied in education, for example. I think kids will be able to go into a forest and be able to identify what plants and what animals there are, and just the general world around them. Can you imagine if a young baby is born into this world and you can equip them with an augmented reality headset that will identify everything in their space? This is a bus, this is a car, that's the sky. The pace at which they would acquire skills and learn the world around them would be immense.
From movie theaters
To operation theaters,
from classrooms,
to boardrooms,
new realities are heading your way.
are you ready?